Well, I don't know what happened there. It decided to give me le finger, but yeah, the basic idea is there. You guys know how to position thruster points. So now that we have that, the last thing I want to talk about is loading items from other parallax object files, which is a very powerful thing. So let's see what I mean by that. So if you want a support ship to dock with your fighter, you need to have a docking point. Otherwise, the support ship won't know what to dock with. So in order to create that, we're going to get help from Volition on this. So what I did is I imported from the Sparky Volition file the Sheevan Bomber. I actually forgot what this is called. I think it's called the Torvi. Doesn't really matter. So this thing has a path on it that is directly on the underside of the ship. And it's also got a docking point that's on the underside of the ship. So if we go to our model, we notice that, yeah, docking on the underside actually kind of makes sense. So what we're going to do is we are going to load the docking point and the path for that docking point from the Sheevan Bomber. Now let's see how to do this. There's a lot of red marks. Alright, so if you have docking points selected, go to on the right here, select load, and then you're going to get a menu. You're going to get a menu, and then you can browse and you can find that Sheevan Bomber that you extracted from the Volition files, or whatever ship that has a docking point that you like. Okay, and that's all there is to it. You can see how I automatically loaded just the docking point. I didn't load the geometry, I didn't load the shield mesh, I didn't load the eye point, if there is an eye point. I didn't load anything else but the docking points. So when you select load and you browse for the file, make sure you have what you want to load selected. Okay, so let's load the path. Select path, click load, browse for that Sheevan Bomber, and now I've got the path. Okay, so that's a it's a pretty useful thing. Let me show you where else it's useful. This model has a shield mesh, but let's say it didn't have a shield mesh. I could select load, and then I could select the bomber, and then I could select the bomber's shield mesh. Now you'll notice that this this configuration has the guns sticking out of the shield mesh and the thrusters sticking out of the shield mesh like bat ears. So you can fix this using the transform properties, because you want your shield mesh to completely encircle your object. Otherwise, it's not really much of a shield. The weapons could hit this gun like the shield's not even there. Alright, so in order to do that, you go to this button right here. While you have the shield mesh selected, click transform. And when you click transform, you'll get a menu. You'll get rotate, scale, translate, matrix. So if you go to scale, and you scale the z-axis, and you pick a number between 1 and infinity, let's try 1.5, you'll notice that the z-axis stretches. And you could keep playing around with this, so let's stretch the y-axis by 1.5. Whoops, I rotated it. Make sure that you have scale selected. So 1.5. There we go. And you could use translate. You could select translate, and you can move it up, let's say 5 units. And then you could move it, I'm sorry, that was forward 5 units. And if I select the middle number here and give that a positive value, I will move it up 5 units. Actually, 5 is probably too much. Let's do 3. Whoops, 3 is too much. But you get the general idea. You could fit this shield mesh to your model. So this is a very important thing to note when editing in PCS2. This is like a useful thing. Alright, so that's all I actually wanted to cover in this video. It turned out to be kind of long, so I apologize for that, but hopefully it gives you a good sense of a little bit of how to get around in PCS2. In the next video, I want to talk about turrets and editing cap ships, and a little bit about normals and things of that nature. So that's something to look forward to in the next video.